how long are you going to keep reacting the same way? How long are you going to let that one instance dictate how you exist every single day of your life? Heaven was meant to be lived on earth, but it starts between your two temples. If you continue to allow yourself to exist in a mental and emotional hell, that's your doing. That's your choice.
So I just had a moment where I just wanted to share this thought that came to me while I'm on my beautiful walk, as I do daily. Y'all know I'm big on the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza because I have a huge respect for him, for how he is teaching people the science behind how we exist.
He helped me demystify the mystical because so many of us blindly follow tradition. We blindly follow religion, all the things, but we don't really understand it. We don't really understand most things in this reality. But he helps you to understand you. Because if you can understand you, then that's all you really need to understand to navigate this world. Understanding you is understanding everything and everyone. Because there is a one consciousness happening, whether you want to agree with it, believe it or not. We're all interconnected, and I respect Dr. Joe for giving us the scientific framework that really just supported everything that I believed in spiritually as well. So for me, Becoming Supernatural is one of those books that I've read a lot of books. I'm talking about a lot of books, and there's still a lot of books that I need to read. But of all the spiritual books I've ever read, including the Bible, I will say that Dr. Joe's work makes me feel closer to Christ than any other spiritual book that I've ever read, because he teaches you how you exist, meaning how you think and how you feel, and how those things govern your actions are what creates your personal reality. Now, a lot of people, that's hard for them to hear because it's hard to take accountability for how you've been existing. It's easy to play victim and blame everyone and everything and all the circumstances. But here's the truth. Life is hard for everybody. I don't care what your financial tax bracket is. I don't care where you grew up at. If you are born into this life, you will leave here with some scars, okay? So it's hard for everybody. So you ain't the exception to the rule. But how you process life is your responsibility. And I love that Dr. Joe is teaching us the science behind getting our emotional existence in order, learning how to regulate our nervous system. That's not to say that what happened to you in the past, whatever traumas you might have experienced, that's not to say that they weren't hard, but it is to say that how long are you going to keep reacting the same way to something that happened 10, 15, 20 years ago? How long are you going to let that one instance dictate how you exist every single day of your life? There's nothing wrong with reacting to life, right? You're human. But how long are you going to react to something that happened way back when and allow that very thing to dictate who you get to become and the experiences you get to have? Because your energy dictates the experiences you have. Your energy dictates the people you get to meet, the people you get to commingle with, the life you get to live, the location in which you get to move to. Like, I don't think people really understand how you think and how you feel dictates so much about your quality of life that if you don't start taking accountability for how you've been existing, you will continue to feel like a victim. You will continue to blame life, blame God even, for how your life is turning out. When in essence, and in actuality, heaven was meant to be lived on earth. But it starts between your two temples. And it starts with how you exist emotionally. If you continue to allow yourself to exist in a mental and emotional hell, that's your doing. That's your choice. And I'm not saying you can fully control it all the time. But what I am saying is you have dominion. Your consciousness has dominion over all of it. And you can, in truth, you can actually recondition your body to a new mind. And that's exactly what Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches in Becoming Supernatural. It's why I've started an entire series here on TikTok. It's why I read the book chapter by chapter on my YouTube channel. And I shared my personal reflections. And I saved all the live replays in a nice little playlist for anybody interested, because it's life-changing. And I know everybody ain't gonna pick up that book. I know everybody's not gonna pick up that book, so I read it for you. I read it for you. But to the people that will pick up that book, it's linked right here on this video for easy access. You can purchase it and then click the link in my bio, head on over to YouTube, subscribe to my channel, and read along with me, because I do believe in experiencing whatever scripture, whatever word, whatever text for yourself, for your own personal interpretation. But join me, man. This growth is so inspiring. It's so transformational. It's just, I don't know, I love it. And I want everybody to have this feeling. I want everybody to feel empowered and not feel like a victim to life. Because we all go through hard things. You never know what somebody is fighting behind closed doors. You never know the battles, the silent battles that they are, being pulled through, and barely making it. So while you're criticizing, judging, having an opinion about what you think somebody got going on, touch your nose, because life is hard for everybody. Everybody's just figuring out the best we can. And so if you feel like you better, then prove it. Walk the walk. Show us then. Because that's the only thing that matters to me. How you show up. I could care less about your words. I could care less about what you claim to believe in, because your beliefs show up in how you live. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is your reminder, and you got this.